Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's realistic rebuild. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Cleveland Browns. Kevin Stefanski is the new head coach after Freddie Kitchens was fired after only one season. So last year the Browns went 6-10. Definitely did not meet expectations. Baker Mayfield threw 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns to a whopping 21 interceptions, and he was sacked 40 times. But the bright spot of this team last year was definitely the emergence of second-year pro Nick Chubb, as he is a superstar X-Factor player, probably a top five running back in the league now. I mean, he established it averaging about 5 yards per carry and almost 100 yards per game. And then Kareem Hunt, we have him as a backup running back, coming off a suspension week 10, I believe. Or it was somewhere between week 8 to week 11. I can't remember the exact week he came back, but 49 attempts, 179 yards, average 4.2 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Jarvis Landry had almost 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns. Odell Beckham had over 1,004. And then nothing else really at the receiver position. This team really struggled. Where's David Njoku, dude? Is that for real? Did he have like a season-ending injury? I guess he did. But yeah, we got David Njoku. We got weapons here. Joe Schobert, 133 tackles, 3 sacks, and 4 picks. He is going to be a player that we look to re-sign in the offseason. Myles Garrett was on pace for a pretty damn good year until he threw a helmet. Well, didn't throw it, but he tried to hit Mason. Well, he did hit Mason Rudolph on the head with his helmet. So he got suspended, and the Browns are unaware of when he will be able to play football again. Larry Ogunjobi, not a bad year, 7.5 sacks. Chad Thomas from Miami had 6 sacks on the year. Olivier Vernon did not contribute very much, but interceptions, Denzel Ward, not bad. Justin Burris yeah, he's not going to have any potential, maybe in real life, but Joe Schobert led the team in picks. Mack Wilson is a pretty good right outside linebacker, someone to build around with Joe Schobert. And then we had Jamie Gillian, the punter here, one of the best young punters in the league. So this is definitely a talented roster, if I might say. We'll go ahead and simulate to the off season. But oh shoot, I forgot to. Okay, well the Chiefs won anyways. Cool. I forgot to force win the Chiefs, and Chiefs won. So Kareem Hunt. He wants 28 over 5. I'm not willing to bring him back. We don't need him. We have Nick Chubb. Demarius Randall, I mean, he's 28. Highest he could get to is like an 83. So, I mean, I'm not going to bring him back. Joe Schobert, for sure, I am bringing back on a 4-year deal. And he wants to play for a new team next year. Of course you do. Well, there's no one else I want to sign here. Rashad Higgins could be a guy I bring back, but he only has 86 speed. I'm going to franchise tag Joe. Well, should I just let him test the open market and then sign him there? Just to outbid everyone? I'd rather do that than franchise tag him because I really want him long term. So, you know what? Screw it. We're going to franchise tag him. $15 million. And Joe Schobert is franchise tagged. Ricky Seals-Jones, I don't plan on bringing him back. So, we do have David Njoku, so there's no reason to. And let's go ahead and generate best lineup here. Odell Beckham doesn't have superstar X Factor anymore. Jarvis Landry is down to an 84. I might look to move Jarvis Landry, to be quite honest. I mean, him and Odell, both 27, but I'd expect Jarvis to go down in overall before Odell Beckham. So, my idea for a trade here is to trade Jarvis Landry, a third round pick and a fourth to the Redskins to acquire Trent Williams. Because this was a deal that this team wanted to make. I know John Dorsey was there, but I still think it's a good move. We need a left tackle, and we get Trent Williams just like that. We send Jarvis Landry, who's old. We send a third round pick and a fourth for Trent Williams. Definitely worth the value. Now we have a great left tackle here to build around. And he doesn't go down in overall at all. I've seen him play pretty much all 4 years. So we should be good there. We got Joel Bitonio, J.C. Treader, who's solid for the time being. Wyatt Teller. We need to improve the right side of the line. David Njoku. Definitely need to get 2 new receivers in place. I mean, Odell. I could, man. I could trade Odell away because they're thinking about trading Odell away as well. He's got 4 more years left on his contract. We could get good value for Odell. We really could. We could potentially have 2 top 10 selections. We could trade them to a team like Jacksonville and have the number 9 and 10 pick and take CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy. But I'm gonna go ahead. And keep Odell Beckham on the team. Denzel Ward, Terrence Mitchell. I'm gonna go ahead and cut. It's gonna free us $2 million in the cap. Olivier Vernon. I am gonna go ahead and trade him because he has not been productive for us. So, is there any team that wants him? Baltimore, LA. I thought Seattle would be interested, but I guess not. Baltimore really needs an edge rusher, so I'm not willing to trade him to a division rival, though. Patriots, definitely not. Panthers, I don't think they would go with that. Packers, no. Lions could be an interesting fit. I think the Jets, though, make a lot of sense in terms of they need an edge presence. So, they have no corners that we need. Left outside linebacker, they don't really have anyone. Blake Cashman could be an interesting player to trade for. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to settle for a second round pick from the Jets, pick 48, and we will throw in our 6. So Olivia Vernon and a 6 for the Jets, second round pick. So we get his cap off the table. Sheldon Richardson is another player. I mean, the Browns just went all in, and we don't need old players on the team. So Sheldon Richardson, he's been to Minnesota. Tennessee would make some sense. Houston, nah. Seattle, he's been to Seattle. The Rams, Raiders. I could see him ending up with the Patriots, to be quite honest. If we could get like J.C. Jackson and a future second, I'd be down with that. And yeah, they're over the cap, so go ahead and see who's in the chat real quick. In just a second, guys. Just gonna see who's in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going? I see you back for my other rebuild. Let's go, bro. Carolina, like I said, Falcons make sense. I think that the Falcons would be a good place for him to go. Pair him with Grady Jarrett. I'd take a third. And they're over the cap too, so Dolphins wouldn't do that. Colts, they do need a pass rusher. What about a second next year? And we get a second next year for Sheldon Richardson. So we're building up this team player by player, pick for pick. Now we're going to need some players definitely on the inside. Larry Ogunjobi got superstar development, I guess, during the Super Bowl week. Yep. Joe Schobert, did he already have superstar development? Nope, he got that during the Super Bowl week as well. So let's go ahead and cut ties with Morgan Burnett. Christian Kirksey, for sure. I like him as a player, but for the long term, just not going to work out. TJ Carey, definitely want to get rid of his contract. It's a ridiculous contract. So, yeah, this team, this team needs some rebuilding for sure. That Demetrius Harris, don't need him. So yeah, we're just getting, we got rid of bad contracts. And let's go ahead and see what we can get here in free agency. We have $60 million to spend. So good amount of money. Amari Cooper wouldn't be a bad option to pair with Odell. Kendall Fuller wouldn't be a bad player. Joe Tooney. Interesting. I think I'm going. Who won in the Super Bowl next year? That's tough to say. I don't think Kansas City is going to win it next year. I just don't. I think the AFC is going to be better. Shoot, man. Tough question. I'm going to say, gosh, dang. If I had to pick right now, it's probably going to be totally wrong, but I think the AFC, oh man, I think the AFC is going to be, you can't pick against the Chiefs. I'm going to say the Chiefs make it back, and I think that the Seahawks are going to be in it. I'm going to go Seahawks. Seahawks over Chiefs next year. That might sound crazy, but I'm going to go with Seahawks over Chiefs. Let's see. Left outside linebacker, Carl Nassib. No thanks. Mike Hilton wouldn't be a bad slot corner. I think we'll go ahead and bring him in on a 4-year deal. Still him from the divisional rival Steelers. Then we definitely need to find a second corner in the draft. Safeties. Anthony Harris has some experience with Kevin Stefanski, so I think this is going to be a real life signing. I think they're going to sign Anthony Harris, so we're going to sign Anthony Harris. And then we'll go ahead and sign Von Bell to a deal as well. So go ahead and lock up some of our safety issues. And I think that's going to be it for free agency. So Mike Hilton, Anthony Harris, and Von Bell. Who's your pick next year for the Super Bowl, man? Receiver. We definitely need to get a receiver. Demarcus Robinson. We'll go ahead and bring in Demarcus Robinson on a 3-year deal. I'm fine with that. Still has room to develop. So those are the players we're going to offer. And let's see who we get. We get Demarcus Robinson, Von Bell, and Anthony Harris. I think that's... Did we offer on someone else? We did. Mike Hilton. Need to increase his offer a little more. That way we get him for sure. Bengals. Haha, you're funny. Oh my gosh. Come on now. I expected you to say the Packers. Unless your matchup is Packers and Bengals, which is a wild card, I'll tell you that. Jedrick Wills, we do need a right tackle, so he's going to be on our board. Tristan Wirfs. I did have them go on Andrew Thomas in my mock draft, so maybe we'll go there. I don't know. But offensive line is probably going to be our top priority here in the draft. I'll throw a question out there to my viewers real quick. Who do you think is going to be next year's sleeper team in the NFL? San Francisco, I mean, they were expected to make it, they were expected to be good, but no one really knew what they would do, but they were a sleeper team. The Titans were a sleeper team. Who do y'all think that the sleeper team is going to be next year? Go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. And here we go. Simulate 2 pick 10s. See what is here. I'm hoping a good tackle. Andrew Thomas is available. That's who we're going with. We brought in Trent Williams. We're just going to move Andrew Thomas to the right side. No, excuse me. And let's see. Cowboys, because they have the talent. Okay, I agree. Not going to lie about that. I don't know if you could say they're a sleeper team, though, because, there's always high expectations for Dallas. I'd say my sleeper team right now... I'd have to say the Cardinals, man. I think the Cardinals could be a sleeper team in the NFC and the AFC. I'm going to say that the... I'm going to say that the Jets are my sleeper team in the AFC. Oh, I really don't feel good about that. You know what? I'm changing. I'm going to go Raiders. I'm going to go Raiders in the AFC. Las Vegas Raiders. I think they're going to do pretty good. So, we do need a left end. Your Gross Matos fits the scheme. Oh, no, he actually doesn't, but he would still be a good player to get. We do need a backup D tackle. We have some needs on this team. Not going to lie. Need a second corner. I think I'm going to go with... I'm going to go Jeff Gladney here to pair with Denzel Ward. 71 hidden. I'll take it. And we pick again at 16. We'll go ahead and go probably D tackle here. Or we do need a defensive end. Your Gross Matos is here. I'm not going to pass up on that. And we'll go D tackle with our next pick. But yeah, Raiders and Cardinals. That's my sleeper teams for sure. Oh, we don't pick again until the 7th round. Jordan Elliott, Jason Strowbridge. We need another wide receiver. Colts seem good. Yeah. I mean, It depends on who they get at quarterback, man. I've heard Phillip Rivers. I've heard they could draft Jordan Love. I don't think Jacoby Brissett is the guy to get them there, though. D tackle. I'm going to go receiver here with this pick. I'm going to go with, I'll go with KJ Hill here from Ohio State. 71 overall, hidden development. So him, Demarcus Robinson, and Odell are going to be paired up. Yeah, I think if the Colts get Phillip Rivers, I mean, they have a good offensive line in place. Probably need to add a couple, maybe one or two more receivers. And defensively, they need to add a pass rusher. But overall, I think the Colts are a good sleeper pick in the AFC. I could see that working out. And then D tackle, let's see what we got here. Definitely nothing here. We'll see what we got. We'll go Morgan Mack here from Arizona. 54 overall, normal development. Not a way I wanted to end the draft, but it's whatever. Go ahead and check out our draft recap. We were able to end up snagging Andrew Thomas in the first round. We're going to go ahead and move him over to right tackle. We do have Trent Williams at left tackle, so makes perfect sense. Brought in Jeff Gladney, 71 overall, hidden development. Your Turgos Matos is going to be our starter at the opposite end of Myles Garrett. KJ Hill here is going to be receiver number, probably slot receiver for this year. And we're going to rock with Demarcus Robinson and Odell. So let's go ahead and put KJ Hill in the slot. Gotta generate best lineup here. Do still have a need at right guard, but I'm not too worried about that. Wyatt Teller's a scheme fit, so that works for me. David Njoku. So not too many changes on the offense. Just trading Jarvis Landry, getting KJ Hill. We let go of Kareem Hunt, brought in Andrew Thomas. Defensively, Yeturgos Matos is going to be our starter there. We need a backup D tackle really bad. Left outside linebacker is an issue. Von Bell and Anthony Harris came over in free agency. And Jeff Gladney is going to be our nickel corner. So KJ Hill, and then everything looks pretty good. Let's just sim a week and see what we can get in free agency for defensive tackle. And then we'll be ready to get into season number 1. Deshaun Jackson. Corey Liuget. There's no one I want here. Is there a defensive end that we can potentially get? Morgan Fox. Only 25. Noah Spence, only 26. Vernon Butler. Let's bring in Kendiche. We'll see what he can bring to the table. Play him a backup D tackle this year. First round bust of the Arizona Cardinals. Then was on the Dolphins, and I don't know where else he played, but let's go ahead and move him to defensive tackle real quick. And now the team is looking alright. Did you watch the XFL? I caught a glimpse of the Seattle game and the Dallas game. Overall, I think it was pretty good. I liked the fast pace. I just liked how it was fast paced, you know. I think that was really exciting. And then some of the rule changes that I think they made were something that the NFL needs to look at, like taking away field goals and lining up on the 2 for 1, lining up on the 5 for 2, and then lining up on the 10 for 3. I think that's perfect. a team's really never out of it when that happens. So I think overall, I think they're going to be really successful. And who knows, high school players that don't want to go to college, they want to go straight to pro football and get paid, they can go right to the XFL. So who knows, but let's go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark. What was y'all's thoughts on the XFL? Go ahead and comment down below if y'all have a favorite team. Alright, we are here. We are 3-2-2. What a record. We're currently in second to the Ravens. That is a very odd record. Wish there was more teams. I agree. I think after the 3-year contract is up, or maybe even sooner than that, I think they're just kind of seeing how it goes, seeing how fans like the XFL, and then I think they're going to definitely expand to probably 12 to 16 teams. I could see that happening. I could see them adding 4 to 8 new teams in the coming years. But let's go ahead and get Myles Garrett locked up. The helmet hitter himself. Trent Williams. I'll give you a 2-year deal. That's fine with me. Worth the money. Joe Schobert. Definitely want to lock you up. So spending a lot of money here. David Njoku. Still young, still can develop, so sure, why not? Larry Ogunjobi. I said that so weird. Larry Ogunjobi is going to get re-signed. And then everyone else, I mean, we'll see how that goes. Oh, my DualShock battery is low. Should probably plug that in. Oh, but let's go ahead and spend some Coach XP real quick. We'll probably go DB. Defensive backs. We'll go defensive backs, and let's go ahead and simulate to the playoffs. See if we get there in season number 1 under Kevin Stefanski. I went ahead and used the Minnesota offense and Minnesota defense because he's coming from Minnesota, so why not? And we missed the playoffs. We go 5-9-2. Interesting. Baker Mayfield, 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 211 interceptions, was sacked less. Went from 40 last year to 27. Nick Chubb, 1,400 yards, 5 yards per carry, 12 touchdowns. Mark Walton Jr., 349 yards, 6 touchdowns as our backup running back. Receiving, KJ Hill went off, almost 1,300 yards, 5 touchdowns. Odell, 846 and 6. DeMarcus Robinson, almost 803. Njoku, 602. Nick Chubb wasn't bad out of the backfield either. Defensively, 121 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks for Joe Schobert. 9 sacks for Myles Garrett, and nothing really else. A little disappointing in the sack department. But Mack Wilson had himself a year. Interceptions on the year. 3 for Anthony Harris, 2 for Mack Wilson, 2 for Denzel Ward, 2 for Jeff Gladney. A pick for Sion Takati, I don't know. And Greedy Williams, forced fumbles. We had none. Interesting. Any safeties, any touchdowns, so kind of disappointing. 7th in offense, though. And then 18th in defense. So defense looks like something we got to work on. MVP goes to Christian McCaffrey. I'm going to head out. See you tomorrow. Have fun. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Christian McCaffrey is your MVP. Any Browns? No. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Jacoby Brissett. Defensive Player of the Year, Jayon Brown. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jordan Love. Have KJ Hill in there at 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Cameron Dantzler for the Chiefs. Excuse me. And then Jeff Gladney at number 9. Best QB, best running back, Nick Chubb. Best receiver, Willie Snead. Offensive lineman, Quentin Nelson. Defensive lineman, Myles Garrett. Best linebacker, best DB, best kicker. Alright, so not bad. We got 2 of them. So let's go and upgrade our players here. And let's send them to the off season. Definitely got to get better. Alright. Players to negotiate. There's no one I really want to negotiate with. We'll go and upgrade Myles Garrett. And let's go ahead and send to the first week of free agency. See what kind of money we're going to have. 39 mil, so 40 million in total. Austin Hooper's here. Evan Ingram. John Johnson. Ooh. Could use a safety. Definitely could. Keanu O'Neal, Chris Harris, Sebastian Sampson. Oh my gosh, I always call him Sebastian. Dante Fowler. Not much here overall. Not really what we were hoping for, at least. Maybe Sidney Jones. It doesn't look like Greedy Williams is developing all that much. John Ross, could bring him in as wide receiver 3. You know what? I'm actually pretty good with what we got going on. Maybe we need an improvement at left outside linebacker, Tyus Bowser. Only 26. Zach Cunningham. Get an offer Zach Cunningham a deal. And we'll put him at left outside linebacker. So 103 points. That's the only guy I'm going to offer on. So let's go ahead and simulate to the next week. And Zach Cunningham accepts. So good deal there. And we can move him to left outside linebacker. That'll work perfectly for me. Now our linebacking core is pretty good, so I would like to see improvement from Yatur Gross-Matos. We do need a D-tackle. Safeties, I mean, they're solid for right now. Corners are good. Offensive line, do need a right guard. Maybe another receiver. We'll see. We'll see what we get in the draft. But no really pressing needs for this team other than defensive tackle. So, and we have number 10 again. So Washington is on the board, number 1 overall. And there's a player at the top of the draft. San Diego State defensive tackle Joseph Barnes, early first round pick. Looks like a good player. Any D tackles we could get late. There's a first round defensive end in the second. This defensive end doesn't look too bad. Let's see, not very good. That guy doesn't look too solid. So yeah, we're gonna have to make a trade up for this Joseph Barnes guy. More than likely. Left outside linebackers still need Grant Robertson. Must have been the Heisman winner with that. The top skills being B-A-B. That's usually what that means. Brought in Zach Cunningham though, so linebacker's good. I think, yeah, we got to move up for this D tackle. We'll go and see who Washington takes. Hopefully they don't take them. And they do. Of course they do. Son of a gun. We'll just simulate to pick 10, see what's there. And the Raiders take a defensive end there. So let's go ahead and see what we got going here. Quarterback, don't need a quarterback. Receiver, there's no receivers. Offensive line, some good offensive linemen here. No first round guard, so I might be pressing to take a defensive end here, but don't know if I'm comfortable with doing that. This D tackle looks pretty good. Whew. Could trade out of this pick. Definitely could. Dion Ayers. Mid first round talent there. Not some bad players here. Yeah, I'm gonna see what we can get at the trade center and see what's available in terms of defensive tackles. Malik Jackson, yeah, I'm out. I mean, if there's any way we could possibly get Eddie Goldman, DJ Reader, Adam Butler, Derek Brown. I mean, would y'all trade me Deron Payne since y'all have Derek Brown? I don't know if you're still playing at a 3-4, but I mean, we'll give up these picks right here for Deron Payne. And the trade offer is accepted, so we got Deron Payne to pair with Larry Ogunjobi. So I think that was definitely worth the picks. And we'll see what's available here in the third round. Give me just a second. Alright. So here we are, third round, 10th overall pick. We did trade our first and 2 seconds for Deron Payne from the Redskins. So let's go ahead and see what's available here. Might go with the best offensive lineman available, because we do have a hole at right guard. Let's try and look for the best combine numbers. .2, 5.9, not terrible. Go ahead and scout, see who else is available here for us. He's a middle linebacker, a first round talent. Don't really need a middle linebacker though, but might just go best player available here, and that's what I think we're gonna do. Virgil Ramsey, 71 hidden overall. So if Joe Schobert doesn't pan out, then we got a replacement for him, or Zach Cunningham, or Mac Wilson, which Mac Wilson will pan out. Let's see. We'll go ahead and take this offensive lineman, 6.2 combine grade, 65 overall, so not too great. I don't think there's any more good players in the draft, so we'll go ahead and assimilate to the end of it. let's go ahead and check out our draft recap. Pretty much got Deron Payne for a first and 2 seconds, and then we drafted Virgil Ramsey here, hidden overall, middle linebacker. Just took best player available. They took a D tackle here, and nothing really else. I mean, 68 strong safety. And then we took this tackle, which was a complete failure, but overall, man, this team isn't too bad. Baker Mayfield still sitting at a 79. Nick Chubb at a 95. Should possibly be at a 99 at the end of the year. Odell Beckham 91. Demarcus Robinson. KJ Hill. Offensive line pretty much the same from last year. Offense pretty much is. Defensive line brought in Deron Payne. Larry Ogunjobi. So our defensive front is strong. Looking for a strong year for Matos. Brought in Zach Cunningham to be our left outside linebacker. Got Ramsey here just in case someone doesn't work out. But Schobert's up to a superstar X Factor now. We got 2 safeties for the time being. Anthony Harrison, Von Bell. And then corner-wise, we got Denzel Ward, Jeff Gladney, and then Greedy Williams is going to be our slot corner. So overall, the team is looking pretty good. Go ahead and spend some Coach XP here. And I think we're probably going to go with... probably defensive line, just to maybe get your Turgos Matos some more skill points. And let's go ahead and send to the next week and upgrade our players. And we're good to go, man. So let's go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark. See how we're doing. See if there's any adjustments we need to make in terms of playbook, scheme. But hopefully I won't have to do that, and this can be a successful rebuild. Alright, and we are 3-4 at the midseason mark. Good for third place in the AFC North. Let's go ahead and look at contract negotiations. Nick Chubb definitely needs to get paid. Cheap contract too. I'll take it. Oh, yeah, he ain't going for that. Denzel Ward, pay you like a top corner in the game, because in terms of Madden you are. So Deron Payne, oh my god, we got Deron Payne, we got Baker Mayfield, and we got the punter, man. We got the punter, Jamie Dillon. Oh no, we're gonna go ahead and pay Baker Mayfield real quick. He wants 127 million, so that's not bad. Go ahead and bump it up a little bit. And he re-signs Deron Payne. Yeah, we're really tight on cap here. And then Jamie Gillian, I'll sign to a 6-year deal. Should be good with that. There we go. And now all we have to re-sign is Nick Chubb. So let's go ahead and use our experience points, Coach XP, and let's go ahead and use it on linebackers, and go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark. Go ahead and upgrade our players here. Interested to see what that linebacker has, because he's upgrading really fast. So sim to the playoffs. We'll see how we finish. Not expecting anything too crazy. Hopefully we can make the playoffs, so I'd like that. And we finish 8-8, but we win the division. Give me just a second. Alright. So 8-8 here. I guess the division just folded. Pretty competitive division, but not really a good one. Baker Mayfield, 26 touchdowns, 8 picks. not great. Nick Chubb kind of took a dip in production, but overall still pretty good. Mike Walton was good as a backup. Odell, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. KJ Hill, 713 and 6. Demarcus Robinson, 642 and 1. David Njoku, disappointing to say the least. Defensively, Joe Schobert, 108 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, and 5.5 sacks. Sacks on the year, Myles Garrett, 8.5, 5.5 for Joe Schobert, 4 and 13 tackles for loss for Daron Payne, 8 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks for Larry Ogunjobi, 12 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks for Yetur Gross-Matos, 15 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, and a pick for Zach Cunningham. So, not terrible, but Gross-Matos we might need to replace. He just isn't getting production. And the interceptions definitely are not there. 3 for Von Bell and then a couple of singles there. Forced fumbles on the year. We got 3 overall, recovered 2. Safeties, touchdowns, anything? No. So offensively we were 21st, so we definitely took a step back. And defensively we were 14th. So it's like our offense and defense kind of flipped. Deshaun Watson is your MVP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson. No Browns. Defensive Player of the Year, C.J. Mosley. No Browns. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Stephen Gordon. Amani Love. Have no idea who that is. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Byron Faulkner. Rudy Ransom. And then Frederick Pryor. So, but we'll go ahead and check out the development trait of that linebacker. See what he's all about. And he still hasn't unlocked his dev, so hopefully we'll know that by the end of the playoffs. But I'm not going to play this game. We're 8-8, mediocre. We probably don't deserve to win, so we're just going to go ahead and simulate this game. Maybe we can come out with a win, and we do. We destroyed the Chargers 38-16. Unbelievable. Nick Chubb, 109 yards. Not bad. Receiving, he was a beast. So almost 200 yards in total offense. Definitely over 200 yards, actually. Von Bell was your defensive player of the week. So here we go up against the 10-5-1 Houston Texans. We'll see if we can knock them off and somehow get to the AFC Championship. And we don't. We lose 28-21. We lose by a touchdown. So, I mean, that's some progress to build off of. Got a playoff win under Kevin Stefanski, even though kind of mediocre at 8-8. But something to build towards. Not bad at all. Let's see. Alright. Players negotiate. Definitely got to re-sign Nick Chubb. 14 million. Yeah. We can make that deal work. And there we go. So we'll get him back. Go ahead and simulate 2 free agencies. See what we got. Money-wise, we don't have anything to spend, really. Let's see. Trent Williams is still there. Good. Right guard, Ronald Leary, Zach Fulton, Sean Hand, Emmanuel Ogba. I think Emmanuel Ogba started out on the Browns, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's no signings here that I want to make. So we'll just send straight to the draft, see what happens, see if anything falls into our lap. as we'll probably be picking probably like number 25, 24, 25. I think it's like middle, anywhere from 25 to 28 is divisional round losses. So yeah, we're picking number 25. So here we go. Number 25 overall. Two running backs. We don't need a running back. D tackle, defensive end. This middle linebacker looks like a stud. Yeah, not a very great draft class. Center. Do need a spot at right guard. Could use another corner. Are there any receivers that are first round talent? No. Good right guard here in the third. Could look at him. Ooh. This guy's a late first round defensive end. Could have that hidden development. Could definitely look at safety. There's no really good safeties available. I think I'm going to have to go with that center, man. That center looks really good. Jason Groves, he's a scheme fit. Where do we pick at in the second? Okay, we need to have him on our board, and then this first round defensive end. So we'll go ahead and take the center first, and then that defensive end second. So 76 overall, normal. He'll play right guard for us. So it's a good pickup in my opinion. Not bad. And then there goes the right guard from UCLA. Well, shoot. Defensive end Trevor Larson here. Hoping for a hidden dev, damn it. 70 overall, normal. So it looks like we're going to be rocking with Yatur Gross Matos once again. Not great. Let's see. Let's see what's available, man. Could just go best player available. He's a 6.2 tackle. Not a bad player. Any better tackles potentially? Our offensive lineman. Doesn't really look like it. So we're going to go with this right tackle here. 6.2, Al Gunter. And he's a 67, so just some depth offensive linemen just in case we lose Trent Williams. And that's going to be the end of the draft for me. So, not a bad draft. Got a good interior offensive lineman, but other than that, not a spectacular one. We'll go ahead and show the draft recap. Went ahead and took the center from Oklahoma. We're going to move him inside to right guard, which I don't think he should take that big of a hit. And he actually goes up, so not bad. Scheme fit too, so that works. Trevor Larson, we were hoping he would be something better than a normal. He was only a 70 overall normal. Al Gunner, just depth on the offensive line. Computer didn't really do anything else. Nothing that I really see, so see if any of these guys have dev traits. Probably not, though. Oh, this wide receiver, Roland Corbett from Beth Cookman, has hidden development, but he's a 58 overall, so definitely not going to go with that. And again, we didn't make any drastic free agent moves. The only real drastic move we made was getting that right guard, so I mean, nothing really different about the team, to be quite honest with you. Jeff Gladney's up to a superstar X Factor. That's huge. He'll develop really quick. Greedy Williams is still developing. Von Bell, Anthony Harris still rocking it out at safety. And then on defense, everything looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and probably change the scheme here for offense. Might need to change the playbooks, to be honest. Air raid. We'll go with the vertical power run here. Nick Chubb fits that. Base 4-3. 46 defense, we'll rock with that. And then on offense, I'm going to go ahead and rock with the Cleveland offense. Freddie Kitchens playbook, because it usually plays pretty good. And then we'll go with we'll go with San Francisco's defense. See if we can get a little more sacks here. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the players, spend some coach XP, and then we'll get right into the season. So we're in the 3rd season now, so let's go ahead and we'll probably go offensive line here. And yeah, that seems about it for now. But here we go, man. Let's go ahead and send to the mid-season mark, see how we're doing. I think this team definitely has the talent to make the playoffs, I think. So we shall see. And we are here at the mid-season mark, and we are 3-5, and the Bengals and Ravens are going off, so not great. Trent Williams, 34. We'll wait till the end of the season for him. Joe Batonio, go ahead and re-sign you to a 2-year deal. Can't get really any better there, so Mac Wilson, definitely want to extend you. And then Demarcus Robinson will let go. J.C. Treader will let go. Anthony Harris. Greedy Williams, probably going to let him go, to be honest. Everyone else can go. So, go ahead and spend some more coach XP here. And we'll go with quarterback. We'll go Baker. So, hopefully we see some production. If not, we're going to go into a 4th season, Super Bowl or bust. And that's going to be very frustrating. So, let's go ahead and send to the playoffs, see what happens. As we won the division last year with an 8-8 record, so, and won a playoff game too, so barely lost to the Texans in the divisional, and we finished on the season at 7-9, so the division once again was very competitive. Baker Mayfield, 4,100 yards, 31 touchdowns to 14 picks. Probably his best season yet. Nick Chubb was really good. Keith Ford was good, I guess. Baker Mayfield had 7 rushing touchdowns. Oh, wait. No, 2. My bad. Odell Beckham, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. David Njoku, definitely a bounce back year, 828 and 9. KJ Hill, 689 and 3. Demarcus Robinson, 676 and 4. Nick Chubb didn't do too bad out of the backfield. Defensively, 107 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a pick for Zach Cunningham. Sacks on the year, 14.5 for Myles Garrett, 17 TFLs. 9 TFLs, 6.5 sacks for your Yetur Gross-Matos. 13 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks from Deron Payne. Not much really else to say. Picks on the year, 3 for Denzel Ward, and then quite a few singles. Forced fumbles, got 2, didn't recover any. Touchdowns, we do have 1, and that's Denzel Ward. So 6th in the NFL in offense. Defensively, we were 18th. So it's like an every year type of thing. We switch offense and defense. Which one's better? MVP goes to Russell Wilson. No Browns. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson. Baker Mayfield in there at 8. Rashaan Evans, Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett at number 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ralph Dawson. No Browns. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jazeer Bethel. for the Dolphins, and Trevor Larson comes in at 9. So, I mean, not too bad of a season. Took a 1-game regression, but overall, I think we're a better team. So, next year, Super Bowl or bust, we definitely got to hit. So, and Trent Williams didn't retire as the Cardinals beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl, 42-28. Trent Williams was here, and he's gone, so I guess he did retire. That sucks. Demarcus Robinson, J.C. Treader. We'll see if we can re-sign him in free agency, and then we'll just let Greedy Williams walk. See what's there in free agency. So, and we have $32 million to spend. Deebo Samuel is here. Hunter Renfrow, N'Keal Harry. So not a lot of talent here. Andre Dillard. There's no players here, dude. Sam Hubbard, not really interested. So that middle linebacker did come out to have star. Could use a third corner, Josh Jackson. Trayvon Mullen. That's Josh Jackson. Sure, why not? Upgrade over Greedy Williams. So, gonna bring him in. And then free safety. Nasir Adderley, why not? Just getting younger at positions. And strong safety, we're still rocking with Von Bell, so I'm good with that. Kicker, Jake Elliott, sure. Oh, does anyone have a star dev? Greg Zuerlein, sure. And there we go. So, these are attempted free agent signings. Josh Jackson for our nickel corner, Nasir Adderley at free safety, and Greg Zuerlein at kicker. In the draft, we're probably going to be looking receiver. In the first round, do need a left tackle now since Trent Williams decided to hang up the cleats. So, let's see what's available here. Number 1 overall, we pick at number 12. And ooh, that wide receiver is very slow, but he has good stats. That guy's not bad. Bobby Frazier, Lindsey Ferguson. Not really any players again. Pat Bryant looks incredible, but don't need a D tackle. This right tackle is probably who we're going to go with to play it left. But other than that, man, I don't really see any other players that we could pick. So we're hoping that this right tackle is still available. And he is Shaquille O'Neal. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. We take him. He's a 77 hidden. Right, number 3 in the class. Took him at 12. He will immediately start at left tackle for us. Shaquille O'Neal, baby. He's not just an NBA player. He's a football player now, and he plays for the Cleveland Browns. Wide receiver is definitely a need. And there's no receivers available. Defensive end. Come on, let there be a first. Gosh, man. That's D tackle. We might have to just trade for a D tackle and a receiver. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and go to Trade Center here. I meant defensive end if I said D tackle. Khalid Kareem, no thanks. Oh god, there's no one. Receiver though, Donovan Peoples-Jones. It's not a bad trade option here. Oh, not him. Go with Donovan Peoples-Jones, and we'll give them our second. I think that's fair enough. And the trade offer is accepted. And now we got to go out and find a defensive end. Let's go ahead and look at the Chiefs, see what they got. Emmanuel Ogbah, Demarcus Lawrence, Curtis Weaver, Roy Cole. Got 13 sacks. Can we try and trade for this guy? I know he's not better than your Turgos Matos, but maybe he has a development trait. And he has 13 sacks as a backup. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the draft. We'll see what we got in terms of development trait for that defensive end and Donovan Peoples-Jones. And then we have that right tackle that we drafted that we're going to move the left tackle. So, or we could move Andrew Thomas to left tackle. It really depends. Yeah, Andrew Thomas is going to play left tackle. So, Andrew Thomas, you're going to move to left. And then O'Neill's going to start there. And then we do have a missing piece at center. I guess this guy can start at center for us. Terrell McLeod. What a name from TCU. Go ahead and put him there. Alright, he's scheme fit. Receiver, Donovan Peoples-Jones is only a normal. Not great, but did get some receiver depth. And then Cole is a normal. No. Damn it. I want to see his production now. I want to see if it's better. So 8.5 sacks his rookie year. So he has the potential. So I think we're going to start him over your Turgos Matos at defensive end. I guess we'll have Gross Matos as our rush end. Slot corner. Thought we brought in a slot corner, didn't we? Oh my god, we didn't even bring in a slot corner. Holy shit. About this Ransom guy. Let's see at corner. Yeah, so I definitely, I don't think we're going to make a Super Bowl run. Maybe playoffs, but... Okay, so Ransom 72. He's just going to have to start there then. That'll work. So yeah, that's the team. I don't know how good we're going to be, but... I mean, we shall see. Definitely don't think this is a Super Bowl team at all. It's probably one of our weakest rebuilds, to be honest. Alright, 5-2 at the midseason mark, so we're doing pretty good. Don't know why I'm going to contract negotiations, because at this point it really doesn't matter. Upgrading players does matter for sure. We'll go ahead and spend some of our Coach XP. See, I mean, keep it going. We have a 2-game lead on the division, so probably going to use this on receiver. And then we'll go ahead and simulate to the playoffs. We're 5-2 right now, so hopefully we make it other than an 8-8 record. Who knows, this Madden sim is really weird, so. And we get a first round bye just like that, baby. We get a first round bye. 10-5-1, our first true winning record of the rebuild. Baker Mayfield, 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns to 13 picks. Rushing the ball, Nick Chubb, 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards rounded up, 10 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield was pretty good on the ground, Ford, whatever. Receiving, OBJ, 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 931 and 10 for Njoku, so he just keeps progressing. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 812, 657, and 5 for KJ Hill. So good receiving numbers there. Zach Cunningham and Joe Schobert 118, 6 TFLs, 4.5 sacks, and a pick. Joe Schobert have 118, 8 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, and 4 picks. Sacks on the year. Mature Gross Matos, I mean, that's decent production, but 10.5 sacks from Myles Garrett, 7 from Ogunjobi, 6 from Gross Matos, and 6 from Deron Payne. 4 picks for Joe Schobert, 4 for Jeff Gladney, 2 for Nasir Adderley, 2 for Rudy Ransom, Zach Cunningham, and Anton Toll, whatever. Touchdowns, didn't have any. So offensively, we're 13th. Defensively, hopefully top 10, 20th. That's kind of surprising because our defense played probably the best it's played all rebuild. MVP goes to Jordan Love. Browns, Baker Mayfield at 9. Offensive Player of the Year, Jordan Love. Baker Mayfield at 5. Defensive Player of the Year, Devin Bush. Joe Schobert at number 3. Zach Cunningham at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think we had anyone. Defensive Rookie of the Year, didn't have no one. So, not too bad. I mean, we have a first round bye, so that will work for me. Let's see what Shaquille O'Neal turned out to have. Probably star. Yeah, star dev. Not too bad. Got a basketball player's nephew, I guess you could say. And we are taking on the Chargers. Oh boy. Never a team you want to see in the playoffs. But, I mean, we are the Browns, so Browns are a team you never want to see in the playoffs, too. So let's go ahead and jump into this game here. And this is the team we blew out like 2 years ago when we were 8-8, so I'm sure they don't appreciate us that much. But I think we should win this game with ease. I have a lot more faith than I did at the beginning of the season about the Super Bowl, man. I mean, who knows? Maybe we can go on a little run here. Definitely have the talent to do it, so. Alright, here we go. That's pretty cool. I've never noticed the little dog collar thing with the spikes. That's pretty cool. I like that. 3-0 here. Do know Jordan Love is their quarterback, so 7-3 lead for us. They kick another field goal. We go right down the field, score a touchdown, 14-6. And it's a 1-point game here. And it's 21-13. Come on, score another touchdown, and this game is over. Oh boy, 21-19. And the Chargers take the lead with 2 minutes and 18 seconds. You know I gotta come in. You know I gotta come in, boys and girls. Whoever listens. But Baker Mayfield here. Let's try and hit OBJ. OBJ is probably gonna be our target. Oh, he falls down. I possession catched it. Probably shouldn't have done that. And 2-minute warning. Here we go. Let's probably run it with Nick Chubb maybe 1 or 2 times and then see what we can do. But we need to get rid of some clock here. Nick Chubb. Not bad. Not bad. Just going to let the clock keep on ticking. As we don't have to hurry up or anything here. I'm confident we're going to score a touchdown. So, ooh, they're playing Derwin James on Odell. Don't like that matchup. Not going to lie. And Baker gets sacked. Son of a gun. Oh boy. 3rd and 11 coming up. Clock is just continuing to tick, but we got 3 timeouts. I'm not too worried. So, Derwin James is the guy we got to watch out for. And Odell, oh, he can't catch the ball. So it comes down to this 4th down play here. Oh, we got to get the first down here. Got to get the first. Njoku doesn't come down with the catch. I mean, there's still time on the clock, but that might be it. We might be one and done here. Because they're just going to run the ball here. We know what they're doing. Just got to play smart. And we allow first down and more. And that's a touchdown. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. I mean, we still got all 3 of our timeouts. If we can score a quick touchdown here, I mean, we have a chance. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Slim chance, but you never know. You never know. So 37 seconds. Got all 3 timeouts, like I said. We can't afford to use one. We got to score a touchdown right now. Like, if we want to score, we got to score. So, I don't know why I said that like that, but we gotta get a touchdown here for sure. And KJ Hill, our burner, I like him. Just depends if Derwin James drops in coverage. He's blitzing. KJ Hill up top. Hill makes the catch. Oh my God, we're gonna have to use one of our timeouts. Oh my God, yeah, we had to use one of our timeouts, man. That's disappointing. We're definitely going to lose now, but touchdown. Gosh dang, man. I really wish we didn't have to use that timeout, dude. Damn. We're going to have to pray and hope that we get the onside kick here. That's the only thing that has hope, and percentages are not likely. So, here we go. Onside kick time. And they get it. And yeah, they're going to win the game. They're going to win the game, and we're going to be eliminated. So, crushing loss, but I mean, you win some, you lose some, man. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, another failed rebuild here. Not how we wanted to go out, but it's how we went out. But Baker Mayfield on the day, 320 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, it was an even matchup. They just got the best of us running the ball with Jordan Howard. We didn't run the ball good enough. I mean, Nick Chubb did not do good at all. The receiving game was good. No one really stepped up to the table for us. So, defensively, didn't get much sacks. Got a turnover from Denzel Ward. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notifications. Every time I go live, y'all will be notified. And until next time, probably tomorrow, peace out. Love y'all guys. Y'all have a good night.